Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Shia LABeouf. And if you don't know who he is an actor, and I believe he has done maybe some producing, but definitely acting. And he's been in, I believe, in Sia's music video as well. And he's had a lot of scandals surrounding him. Most recently, if you're not familiar with the UK artist FK, is it FKA Twigs? Or it was somebody that he was dating. I'm not familiar with all of them, but there was alleged claims of abuse, etc. You know, a lot of people are wondering, like, what has made him so angry? Like, what is really going on? And so I'm enjoying this little scarf moment here. It is cold here in South Texas. I'm going to be using this tarot deck here. It's called the Inner Realms Tarot. And the depictions and illustrations are really amazing. It is by, is it Salier? But it's really a good deck. I love the depictions. And if you are someone that's starting your spiritual journey, I recommend this deck because it has like a description of like what is coming up. Like it tells you basically, like, if you pull like let's say the Nine of Cups, it gives you kind of like the definition of like what does it mean. Like Nine of Cups, it's a wish, desire, luxury, kind of liking that kind of lifestyle, wanting that, right? Fulfillment, happiness, contentment. So it gives you kind of like a breakdown on the cards. So I have my white candle here. I'm going to turn it on so that we can get this reading started. Hope everybody is doing well and staying warm. So I have that. Let me move this to the side and move this box to the side, and we're going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to get into the video and see what is going on with Shia, because yeah, he has been in the headlines, and not for good, positive, and a lot of legal scandals surrounding him. Like I said, we're seeing a lot of these accusations coming up recently, so I don't know if these are actually true or not, but we're going to tell. I mean, I know from spirit, you know, whether or not it's true or not, but I mean, like, we're going to see what, you know, the cards have to say around him, like what is coming up for him, because it's very interesting how this is going to play out. So we're just going to get an overview here. And the cards are going to probably look reversed, but I don't read reversals, and I have to say that again and again. But it may look reversed to you, but I'll turn them around, and I'm going to do it that way. All right, and so I may have to shift them because I read them left to right as well. So I'm just going to pull out some random cards here. Okay, so I have 8 cards. We're going to start here with the first card. So the first card I got for him is the Queen of Swords. This is like somebody that's astute, very open, forthright, honest, and experienced. Somebody that may actually, like a female that may be defending him rather than attacking him. So that's not something that he is experiencing now. It's something that he may be experiencing pretty soon. Then we have here the King of Wands, which would be him, a very artistic, a leader, commanding, confident, you know, inventive. You know, that is what he does. He's very bold in his approach on how he handles things. You know, he's not afraid to speak his mind, although that has got him in trouble at certain times. The Seven of Swords tells me is that he does have a lot of inner demons that he's battling. I don't mean that maybe like demonic, but he does have inner demons. There's a lot of secrecy, a lot of cover-up. He's trying to hide things, and it's not good. And I feel like that's the reason a lot of people are kind of going away from him, or maybe fleeing. I do feel like there is maybe some truth, you know, as I would always say, I always will tell you if there's truth in the claims, you know, with anybody, but I do feel like there was some abuse that FK, is it FK Twigs, would have endured. at his, at his side. Now, how, whether this was sexual or this was just verbal abuse, I can't tell you. And it's not my place to say. That's their own, intimate moments, whatnot. But I kind of do feel like there was definitely some anger that he shares. I do feel like he doesn't know how to control his anger. But what brought this anger? And we have the Five of Wands here. So a lot of debating, a lot of rivalry, hassle, argument. I feel like he is an empath. Believe it or not, I do feel like Shia is an empath, and I feel like he cannot control his energy. And if he's living in LA or like any place right now, I don't know where he's living, but wherever he's at, he's very prone, especially like in the industry, very prone to absorbing bad energies, even from the cell phone, like looking at things on the cell phone or playing video games that are very destructive or violent in a manner. I feel like he is prone to this, like absorbing that negative energy. And so he doesn't know how to handle it, and it kind of builds up, and he doesn't agree with a lot of people. I feel like he is, he marches to the beat of his own drum. There's definitely a lot of him not feeling like he's understood by people or society. And I kind of think on some level, again, this is going to sound weird because the cards don't tell you everything. I have to kind of give you also what I feel intuitively, what I see. I kind of feel on some level, low-key really, that he does like the drama. He likes the attention. He likes it. I feel like there was something that happened in his life where he's always received attention, but now more so than ever, I feel like he really, really, really likes the attention. We have here the Six of Wands. So he's very prideful, powerful. He is wanting success. He will get that. But I feel like, again, pride is sometimes part of the unhealthy ego. And again, he's never going to admit that, he has problems or issues. I don't feel like it. Eight of Cups shows me like loss. Like the Eight of Cups shows me that he's tired. He is searching for a greater meaning. So he does recognize on some level what is going on. He does know what he's done. He is trying to change ultimately and get help. So if he hasn't already checked himself into like rehab or something, I do feel like there are issues around his like substances and things of that nature that he's dealing with, which is not uncommon in that world. Then we have the Star card. So there is hope that he can turn this around. There is faith, love, balance that is coming. See, I love these cards. They're just so amazing. So the Star card, whenever you see it in the traditional Rider-Waite, it does mean hope, but it can mean several other things. These are his desires. He wants to truly change. I do feel like he does feel bad. He does have a conscience. He knows what he's doing, and it's not healthy for him. He's kind of tired of this lifestyle. He wants to focus more on like creating a family, having a solid foundation and living out of the spotlight. I don't feel like he necessarily likes people, like photographers or people taking photos of him or, publishing articles and stuff, but he kind of does like the drama, if that makes sense, because I said that earlier, and that's what I got from Spirit. Then we have here the Queen of Cups, somebody that's caring, sensitive, intuitive, very motherly, potentially like a medium. So I don't know what his spiritual beliefs are, if he's reached out to anyone, but I do feel like there's a close bond or a relationship forming with a female. This could be romantic as well, and she would be the Queen of Cups. Now, it's very, very interesting that that comes up in the reading, but we will see here. Then we have the Two of Cups, yeah. So, like, I can't make this up. I even had said that's what I kind of felt. This is a cup, this is a card about, like, a union, a connection, something, a lover, potentially, when you get the Two of Cups. So I feel like he is going to be focused over the next 2 years on that part of his life. And then we have here the Nine of Wands. So there are fears. He does feel guarded. He does feel paranoid at times. This is part of his anger issues, which will continue to remain until he can accept and acknowledge that there are issues that he has to address. The Eight of Pentacles came up, though, and shows me that there is productivity. He is going to continue to find, like, reinvent himself. There is a growth here in the financial department for him. So again, with the Eight of Pentacles, this is about money and the future. I do feel like ultimately he is going to kind of be successful, but to get to that point, it's going to be a lot of different struggles. And then the King of Cups, it's somebody that is like a healer, that's very composed, very secure. It has a positive influence. I don't feel like this is a father figure, like a father, his father. I do feel like this is like a father figure, though, that would be maybe in the industry, somebody that cares about him, somebody that is wise. He's been around the block, that is going to kind of sit down with Shia and kind of tell him, you know, this is something that is, you know, that we see, we need to change that, you know, for your sake. And then we have the Four of Swords. So he may go away for a while out of the spotlight, take a break, rehab, you know, whatever. He could be doing some of these things over the next 2 years. We may not hear a lot. And then we may still, you know, it just depends. Remember, this is a general reading, even though it can be considered like in-depth. But remember, free will of the person that I'm reading and of others around them can change the trajectory and the path. This is just a glimpse of what I see in the immediate future and what's coming up. Three of Pentacles tells me that there is some teamwork. There are contracts that are going to be signed, even though he's been dropped by certain people, or if, you know, he's been having some backlash. A lot of that is going to go away in the future. But in order to do that, he has to really show and prove to others that he is truly on a new path and has turned a new leaf. So to speak. Look, the sun, this is God. This is God's source. This is the divine masculine. He's protected. He has a lot of good things coming to him in the future, but right now it seems very bleak. It does seem pretty dark, because that's the path that he is in right now. And let's just keep it real here. The sun is a very positive card. So despite some of the minor arcana that I got here, that may, you know, be very much like a shadow type of card, this overrides a lot of these negative cards. So he has people that still believe in him. His fans still believe in him. He has people that really do care about him, but he has one big thing, and that's his anger and his coping mechanisms. And he's going to have to work through those. And the inability to do so, again, are blockages in this lifetime, in this path. The Chariot, he's going to take action. There's going to be choices and determining. He's very determined. So again, when we see the Chariot card, it just kind of reminds me that he's moving forward. He's not going to be someone that makes progress and then goes steps backwards. I feel like he is seeing it. I think he's in his 30s, like 34 or somewhere around that age. So he is at a point where he's, you know, maturing. He's maturing, or however you want to say that. He is gaining some wisdom from his life experiences. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So again, about comfort. This is like what is coming for him. Resources, self-reliance, self-control, restraint. He has finances that are going to be improving, you know, despite what loss he may have experienced right now. But he's always, you're never going to change Shia completely. With the Seven of Wands, he's always going to be assertive. He's always going to defend himself and from others, or the ones that he loves, and he's always going to have conviction. So this is like his dynamic of who he is, how he is, and nobody can really change him. Okay, at the end of the day, he's still going to be Shia. He may, you know, mellow out a little bit, which I do feel he will with time and with age, but he is never going to change who he is. Seven of Pentacles shows here that there is rewards, there is hard work, there are results in the future. So his career is far from over, despite what it may look like to people that are looking at it from the outside. It's not going to remain the same. Okay, so it's looking good for him. I know a lot of you out there, a lot of my rays of light that asked me to do the reading on Shia, wanted to know, like the Devil card comes up. So again, compulsion, loss, addiction. There's always a possibility that he could always revert back to old ways, right? There's always going to be temptations and stuff, but ultimately I do feel in my heart of hearts, and I always say my heart of hearts, that he has what it takes. Look, Ten of Swords. He may feel depressed. I feel like he does battle with mental, you know, health, like depression, feeling powerless in the future. It's like a lifelong battle is what I get. But remember, we got the Knight of Cups. So he will find a lot of healing through a partner, through a woman that really loves him, that really is there for him. And I do feel like that relationship will mellow him out. And the Eight of Wands shows me that there is going to be passion in everything that he does. He is going to take action. Again, he's going to have to just work with himself and be easy on himself. At the end of the day, I do feel like after he, has made these headlines and these accusations, at the end of the day, he really beats himself up, because again, it's not an easy thing to be in the public eye, and to be scrutinized for, being human. He is human at the end of the day. So, I want you to just, know that we love and we support you, Shia, and we hope that, that things get better in your life, and that we send healing too to FKA Twigs, because I do feel like genuinely she is not lying, that there are some things that she went through with him, but I don't know to what extent. Again, there's always two sides to the story, and I'm not going to pick a side, and I'm not going to defend anyone, because everybody is human, and she may have, said things or done things that maybe were triggers for him. And again, I feel like he is someone that is very triggered, but again, I'm not defending any kind of abuse at all. That is never cool. It's never great. It is horrible. And I just hope that it wasn't, what she actually said that happened. But this was the reading on Shia LaBeouf. Don't forget that right now I have a Valentine's special as well. So I wanted to take the opportunity, if you wanted to book a private reading with me. All of my readings are marked down with the exception of emergency readings. You can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/readings or /shop. So either or, there's two tabs on my website that you can go to. The readings is just the readings. The shop, I have crystals and other things. Those things are not on sale. Only the readings are. But again, you can book that. And don't forget to join my Patreon community at www.patreon.com/Psychic Medium Ray. And of course, do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And remember, there's only one official account for Psychic Medium Ray. Okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. Blessings and love and light. Until next time. Bye.